You ever wonder what a single day's headlines can really tell us about a nation? Well, today, that's exactly what we're going to find out. We're going to dive into the news from just one day, Monday, October 13th, 2025, and see what bigger stories are hiding just beneath the surface. Because, it's not just about the separate stories of a victory here, a defense deal there, or a somber loss. If you look closely, you start to see a bigger picture emerge, a story about what a country truly cares about, what it's up against, and where it sees itself in the world. So, let's peel back those layers together. All right, here's how we'll break it down. First, we'll look at India's presence on the global stage. Then, we'll zoom in on how the nation is working to secure its own future. And to wrap it all up, we'll get into some of the powerful human stories that you don't always hear about. Okay, so first up, the world stage. On this particular day, India really made its mark in a couple of big ways. We're talking both major cultural wins and some really key strategic partnerships. And talk about a huge moment. For the very first time, India took home the crown. Sherry Singh was named Mrs. Universe 2025 in Manila. This was a massive win, and you can imagine a moment of incredible pride for the whole country. But this was so much more than just a crown. Sherry was up against 120 contestants from all over the world. And what makes this win really stand out is the theme of the pageant itself, women's empowerment and mental health awareness. So her victory gave her this incredible global stage to talk about issues that really, really matter. At the same time, India was also busy strengthening some key global ties. Two major agreements were signed on this day. First, a defense pact with Australia, inked in Canberra, all about tightening up military cooperation. And second, an economic deal with the UK, designed to speed up a big trade agreement. So you've got two very different pacts, one military, one economic, but they both point to the same thing, building stronger alliances around the world. And while we're on the topic of the global stage, there was another major announcement, the Nobel Peace Prize. It went to Maria Corina Machado of Venezuela for her incredibly brave fight against a dictatorial regime. So, a really busy day internationally. But now, let's shift gears and see what was happening back home, because India was also making some big moves to secure its own future. Now let's shift our focus to India's domestic front. Here, the focus was squarely on beefing up the country's defense and its ability to handle crime. So, here's a question for you. How do you stop an enemy that you can barely even see? I mean, that's the reality of modern warfare, right? The threat isn't always a tank or a soldier anymore. It can be something small, fast, autonomous. Yep, I'm talking about drones. And the answer to that tricky question lies in some brand new, groundbreaking tech. Enter Saksham. This is a homegrown anti-drone system launched by the Indian Army. Now, the full name is a bit of a mouthful. It stands for Situational Awareness for Kinetic Soft and Hard Kill Assets Management. But what it means is simple. It's designed to see and stop enemy drones in their tracks. So how does it work? Well, it's a four-step process, pretty straightforward. First, it detects an enemy drone in real time. Then, it tracks it. Step 3 is to identify it to make sure it's actually a threat. And finally, step 4, neutralize. That means it can either jam the drone signal or just destroy it outright. It's a total defense package against this very modern threat. But national security isn't just about what's happening on the battlefield. It's also about tackling crime at home. And on that front, a new alliance was formed between the Narcotics Control Bureau, or NCB, and the Rashtriya Raksha University. And this isn't just your typical government agreement. It's a really smart, forward-looking partnership. They're going to team up on research and training to fight not just drug trafficking, but also the growing problem of cybercrime. And get this, a big focus will be on something super tricky, tracing cryptocurrency. All right, so we've talked about global strategy and high-tech defense systems. But behind all those big headlines, there are always the human stories, right? And on this day, those stories were a mix of triumph, of loss, and of really important public awareness. Since October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, this day brought a pretty sobering reminder of a major health issue. Take a look at this number, 13.5%. That's the share of all cancer cases in India that are breast cancer, making it the single most common cancer affecting women in the country. But a percentage like that can feel a little abstract, can't it? So let's make it more personal. How about this one? 1 in 28. That's the lifetime risk for a woman in India. When you put it that way, it really hits home just how crucial awareness and early detection are. They're still our best tools in this fight.
This day also brought some sad news. The bodybuilding world lost a true icon, Virendra Guman, who passed away at just 41 years old. His fans knew him as He-Man, and he was just this incredible symbol of strength and pure dedication.
And his career was just incredible. I mean, back in 2009, he hit the absolute top, winning Mr. India. And he didn't stop there. He went on to become the runner-up in the Mr. Asia competition. Just an amazing legacy of hard work that's going to inspire people for a long, long time. And that idea of strength and courage brings us full circle, back to Maria Corina Machado. This quote really says it all. A woman of immense courage who kept the flame of democracy burning. That's why she won the Nobel. It wasn't just about politics. It was about her sheer, unwavering bravery, which is why they call her Venezuela's Iron Lady. So there you have it. From the glamour of a pageant win to the hard realities of national security, one single day can tell such a rich, complex story. You see a country's ambitions, the challenges it's facing, and, underneath it all, that enduring human spirit. That was the story of October 13th, 2025. It really makes you wonder, what story will tomorrow tell?